All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome in to another lovely Monday episode of End Zone to End Zone. We in week 6 right now. We had our Sunday slate go. We had our upset on Thursday night. We still got a couple games on Monday night, and the upsets are not done yet. No. If you went and you tuned in to Fantasy Tune-Up Weekly last Wednesday, you would know that this boy here, Cat in a Hat, is pretty confident that the Atlanta Falcons, coming off of a bye week, are going to win tonight against those Buffalo Bills. But we'll get into that when we get there. I hope everybody got their coffee and their drinks and their snacks. What are you eating on? Croissants? Donuts? All of that. Go ahead and grab it.
Sipping on Stanley today.
This End Zone to End Zone, and we about to break it down for all of you.
Well, all right, hey, Ron, it's been great talking to you.
I'm not going to be able to keep an eye on chat.
Don't agree with it?
I'll work on that myself.
Like and subscribe anyways.
Like and subscribe anyways.
I lied. Sorry. I lied. Sorry. All right, welcome in, everybody. End Zone to End Zone. It's your boy Cat in a Hat. We got Waffles over there. It's gonna
We out here.
We out here. It's gonna be a fun show. We didn't have as many upsets this week as like last week, so that was a good thing. So maybe a bunch of people hit their parlays and they survived in their survivor pools. Although Thursday night, a lot of people probably got knocked out of their survivor pools. Thursday night probably killed a lot of parlays early too, man. Nobody was expecting that on Thursday night. Let me pull up our games for us so we can see them here.
Let's just say the Giants with Cam Scatabo, and Jackson Dart are way different than the Giants with Russell Wilson and T. Tracy. Just even in like the short time span we've had with these two new rookies, like this Giants team's looking like a team to root for. Something that they haven't had since the days of Eli Manning.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it's also, too, Brian Daboll, man. Brian Daboll sitting here fighting for his job. Like, he's showing that he wants to keep his job, going from this veteran quarterback in Russell Wilson and taking the chance with these two rookies. And, like, these two rookies are, like, I don't think T. Tracy Jr. is going to be back on a team when he gets healthy, to be honest.
He came back and he was a supporting role for Cam Scatabo. And Scatabo, obviously the show horse of the evening with 3 touchdowns and how many yards? I don't even, like 66 or something like that, 100? I don't know.
Yeah, hold on one second. 3 receptions for 30 yards, 110 rushing yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Like, impressive. I got to give the man credit. He's an Iron Man.
No, like if you know how Kyle Brandt on their show gives like the staff for angry runs. I don't know if you've ever watched it or not, but
I sort of.
Yeah, so
this man runs like
this guy's going to get the angry run staff this week. Watch. Cam Scatabo was killing it for the New York Giants. Him and Jackson Dart look super fresh.
And to that I say, go Giants.
Go Giants. No, big surprising win. They got that win over the Philadelphia Eagles pretty handily. The score was 34-17, so they doubled it. Jackson Dart went 18 for 25, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns 45 rushing yards, and a rushing touchdown. Jalen Hurts, he did 28 for 40, 290 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions, and got sacked 4 times.
And let's talk about that touchdown by Jalen Hurts. That was the fourth running straight of the tush push to get that touchdown.
Bro, to think.
How do we even feel about that?
All right, so for one, I think Jalen Hurts don't even like it, to be honest, because
he looked aggravated by having to keep running that play.
No, if you looked at him on the sideline, like everybody else after that touchdown was like smiling and happy and stuff. But if you looked at him on that sideline, he was just kind of like, he was
sitting there pissed off.
He was mad, bro. He's like, this is not how I want to win games. Like, this is not how I want to. Like, I feel like Jalen Hurts doesn't like running the play. For one, it puts him at risk, and for two, it's just kind of like a cheat code almost. But it didn't even matter because it was the last chance that they got. It was basically like the nail in the coffin right there. It was like I put a meme out on our YouTube. It was like, imagine this is how you feel when you realize that you just used your last tush push ever. You know what I mean? Either that or making a touchdown for it. Period. You know what I mean? Because
right.
I don't think Jalen Hurts likes doing it. Like, he looked like he was upset about doing it. It's a fucking cheat code. And there was another nice play that we're going to talk about from last night when we get there, between the Detroit and Kansas City. That is also was very clever, and I could see other teams using it, or Detroit using it more often as a cheat code. But yeah, no, 4 in a row. That's kind of ridiculous, bro. Like, you were on the goal line at the 5-yard line, and you literally just did the tush push 4 times in a row for a touchdown. That's not fun football to watch. That's impossible to defend. You know, that's kind of like when you're playing a video game against an opponent and you just use one move the whole time.
Yeah,
don't you hate playing those guys? Don't you hate playing those guys? Eventually, you guys kick them out of the crowd. You're not allowed to play anymore.
When you spam the same thing over and over again, it obviously, you know, until you learn how to defend it, it works. But at the same time, when you do learn how to defend it, you see it and you defend it and you move on, and then or even you learn to counter it, and that's what's going to be a difficult thing. The counter for the tush push is I'm going to jump over the line and smash my fucking head into you.
But there was a pick 6 in the third quarter that pretty much sealed the deal for the Giants and the Eagles. And it was pretty much over from there. There was no coming back for the Eagles. They still had a whole quarter and a half to play. Unfortunately, we have to get to the early game next. Too bad it's the Jets game. I don't know what know what to say about this one, man.
This game in London, mind you. In London. I had my Jet sock, my London sock with the little British guard or whatever with his little furry hat and everything. I was all excited, thinking, "All right, we're gonna go in. We're gonna upset the Denver Broncos. We're gonna hold them back." And to be fair, defense spectacular.
Yeah, no, for sure. Your defense did
Special
great.
teams spectacular. Great job, special teams.
Hey, welcome in, Leanna.
Offense. Come on, guys. You got to do better than that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you're playing the best defense in the league right now, hands down.
Doesn't matter.
You had
opportunities were given. Opportunities were given, and they could not come up with anything. They couldn't move the ball. It was sad. When I first tuned in to look at the stats when I got up, I was looking at it and I'm like, okay, they have 55 rushing yards and 35 passing yards. And then I looked at the Jets side of the ball and I was like,
ouch.
What?
Ouch.
We have 3 points. We have the lead, but we have 10 rushing yards and negative 10 passing yards.
I know, it's almost like, how did you guys even get there?
Where did these 3 fucking points come from? Defense and special teams. Thanks, guys. You guys helped us. Nick Folk. Thanks, guy. You helped us. Aaron Glenn. Ugh.
Well, he is a defensive guy, right? Like, he's a defensive guy. He played defense for you guys.
Yes.
And
I'm about to rip into him for his fucking call on going for it instead of trying to kick the fucking field goal to win the game.
Because I would win the game right now, right?
That would have. We would be
14.
We would have a win. We would have a win if we went for that 60-yard field goal. Don't get me wrong. There's opportunities he could miss that, but it's not guaranteed.
I mean,
it's more guaranteed than. Yeah. It's more guaranteed to give him the ball up.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, as a coach, you got to look at how your team's been performing. And if you're late and, like, you have an opportunity to try and kick a 60-yard field goal, I mean, it looks like your kicker was on point all day today. And he was doing
Nick Folk was doing great.
Your offense wasn't. And it's like, what makes you think that you're going to convert this 4th down and not turn the ball over?
4th and 8.
4th and 8.
4th and 8.
So did they go for it or did they punt it?
They went for 4th and 8.
They went for 4th and 8. So based on
turnover on down.
Based on how your offense has been performing so far up to this point, like, why would you trust it and why not just take the chance and kick the field goal and get the win? No, I'm totally with you on that. That's definitely a bad coaching decision, but he's also a first-year coach. These are the learning things. Like, he showed promise for you guys. Like I had told you guys, like I had told you last week, like, you guys aren't looking bad for having a first-year coach, like, brand new head coach coming into it, rookie head coach, like, building pieces, quietly tanking so that next year you can get one of these number one quarterbacks and it could change the landscape for the Jets for the next 5 to 10 years.
It's easy for you to say that having one. At least you got to win this season.
Oh,
it
wow.
Feels good to have a win.
Against you
it
guys.
Feels good to have a
I can't
win,
even count that, bro. I can't even count that. Like, you guys are looking better than we are, and we got to win.
I still cannot go to the bar with my head held high and say that my team is doing well. Like, everyone comes in, how about them Jets? And I'm like,
how about them Jets?
Yeah, we tank it for the season. Y'all don't even know we're gonna get the first best draft pick. We're gonna out lose the Tennessee Titans.
All right, so I got something for you. I got something for you next time. Someone's like, "How about them Jets?" You just start naming off quarterback prospects for you to draft.
I guess I got to start watching college football.
Carson Beck. It's like Carson Beck.
How about Carson Beck? Yeah. How about Beck? We got Beck right here.
Nah, he's gonna be one of the top quarterback prospects. I'm hoping that Miami Dolphins probably pick him up.
Shout out to Beck from Eagle Grill and Oyster Bar.
Hey. Also, I don't know if you noticed, Leanna's in here with us. Welcome in. Thanks for joining.
Welcome. Hi, baby. Thanks for tuning in. I gave you the shout out right now. Hi, baby.
So the Broncos squeak away a win in London. It wasn't a pretty game, very defensive game. Negative yardage from the Jets on offense, and not a whole lot of yardage from the Broncos
Unbelievable.
either.
But
9 sacks.
At least I got this cool Jets phone stand. You set it down and put your phone on it. I'm actually using it today for the live feed.
Nice. So the Jets ended up racking up 9 sacks in that game, though, which was crazy. 9 sacks.
Like I said, defense was on point. Special teams on point. Offense lackluster.
All right, so what's the next game we got? We got Seahawks and Jaguars. This is a game that I got wrong, but you got right, if I'm correct, right? If I remember correctly.
No, I took Jags.
Oh, you took Jags as well, so we both got this wrong. Not a high-scoring game, not as high a scoring as I would.
But I did take the Broncos on that last one, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can we say? And you were almost wrong.
I was almost wrong, and I would have been happy to be wrong.
Right?
But,
I know, right? Same with my pick, but
here I am, correct.
So Seattle Seahawks squeak away a win. I wouldn't say squeak away a win, but like if you watched the game, it was kind of a squeak away win, 20-12 over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville had plenty of opportunities to win this game. They just couldn't put it together. Couldn't score the touchdowns. They couldn't get close enough to win. Seattle, Sam Darnold, JSN go off yet again. And see a victory over there. JSN is on a roll right now. He had 161
This man
yards.
has had 75 plus yards in receiving in every single game he's played this season.
Yeah, right now this past game he had 8 receptions for 162 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah,
which was a 61-yarder. So he's just lighting it up.
So it doesn't matter who he plays next week. I would say
play him
and bet that he's going to hit his yardage.
Oh yeah, for sure. Although AJ Barner over there is also coming along as a good viable target for Seattle. I don't know where Jacksonville fell apart at. I'm guessing it's just the Seattle.
It looks
defense.
like the rushing. It looks like the rushing yards because Travis Etienne Jr. only had 12 carries for 27 yards, and Kenneth Walker 10 for 34, no touchdowns. But that was on Seattle. Oh, wait, where am I looking at? Yeah, they really didn't produce on the ground, and they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different rushers.
Looks like the Seahawks had 5 sacks, plus they had a fourth quarter interception deep in their own territory. So the defense was just too much for Jacksonville to handle.
Yeah. Jacksonville just couldn't overcome it in the passing game. They had the touchdown to Brian Thomas and a touchdown to Tim Patrick, but Travis Hunter 4 for 15 yards, like unable to produce on offense, no matter how good he can do on defense. Can't do both, man. I'm telling you. 2 tackles.
Yeah, it's going to be tough doing both sides of the ball, playing both sides of the ball.
Dude's going to be so tired.
He just needs to pick a side, man. Pick a lane.
Which one are you better at, bro?
Pick a lane.
Which one are you better at? Which one do you think you can get paid more to do?
Well, obviously being a wide receiver, he'd get paid more, but like that's probably why he's trying to do both sides of the ball to make it even more.
He's just a cocky dude that's like, yo, I'm the best cornerback. I'm the best wide receiver. I want to be the best all day, every day, at everything I do. And that's a great mindset to have. I'm not talking trash. I'm like, I agree with you, bro, but master one.
Pick a lane, yeah, for sure. Pick a
master
lane.
One and be able to do the other one in case needed.
The only problem with that is like they need him for both sides of the ball, and that's why they drafted him. So it's a tough spot for them to be in because for one, they want him to continue playing both sides, and he wants to continue playing both sides. Remember, we talked about this in the beginning of the season, and the Jacksonville
they're gonna do what they want to do.
The Jacksonville Jaguars are definitely going to take advantage of the cockiness of this young man, and they're going to let him play all that he wants until he's run into the ground and can't be used anymore. 20-12, Seahawks win it. And then we have then we had the shit show.
Yeah.
How
about this game?
Between the Dolphins and the Chargers. And of course, it didn't start off bad. It started off kind of weird. There was a couple penalties that definitely I didn't agree with. Like, there was one in particular that, like, confused the fuck out of me. And I don't know what happened. It didn't end up mattering anyways, but it was early. It was in the first half. So basically, what happened was our defense was switching out players, and we had a guy running off the field. The ball hadn't snapped yet, right? The ball's still down under center. The ball's not snapped yet. One of our guys is running off of the field, and they throw a flag before he gets off the field, but before the ball is snapped. So technically, like, had the ball been snapped, that would have been too many men on the field.
Right.
But, so they throw the flag, and then there's like a bunch of standing around. Refs are like talking to each other. And yeah, like trying to figure out what to call. Like trying to figure out like what should we call here. We lose a timeout, and then nothing fucking happens. We just lost
lose
the
a timeout, and there was no flag on the play.
It was like, what is even going on here? And this was early on. Tua throws an interception on our first drive. That one I cannot blame on Tua. That was Jalen Waddle. Like, he legit had the ball in his hands and he was bobbling it and fucking. I
remember that.
Yeah, that's a Jalen Waddle interception right there. It kind of looked like the same.
The Waddle bobble.
Yeah, there you go. It kind of looked like the same interception from that one game last week between Arizona and Seattle when Marvin Harrison kind of bobbled it and passed it. It looked like, if you watched it, it kind of looked like he was like holding it in the air long enough for the guy to come up so that he could bloop, and the guy gets the interception. That's what the Marvin Harrison interception looked like. Hold on to this
for me.
If you don't believe me, go back and watch that Marvin Harrison interception from last Thursday night game between Arizona and Seattle, and you'll see Marvin Harrison's going like this with the football, bobbing it back and forth, and then a guy comes up and you can see it like that, and it goes right into the dude's hands. And that's kind of what it looked like with Jalen Waddle yesterday, because he was like bobbling it like this, and then all of a sudden bobbles it up. Why would, if you're not gonna like catch it, fucking bobble it down to the ground? You know what I mean? It was just really weird. And that was our first drive. Then the Chargers only were able to get 3 points. Our defense was showing up. We got a few sacks. We were pressuring the quarterback, but of course the offensive line is damaged goods right now. So we should have been able to pressure the quarterback, but we didn't get enough pressure on the quarterback considering how damaged goods their offensive line was. It was ridiculous.
And Herbert did drop back to throw 38 times and completed 29 of them. So he definitely had a lot of, opportunity to sling the rock.
Yeah.
264 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air. He did pretty good.
Yeah.
And again, Herbert is one of those guys that he's going to break 200 yards through the air if you let him.
But I mean, the game was not lost until it was lost. And the Dolphins lost this game. We definitely had this game won. We're coming out in the second half and like falling apart. Fourth quarter rolls around. We're starting to get it back together. We actually end up getting a lead from a Darren Waller touchdown late in the fourth quarter, and we have the opportunity to win this game. And somehow we're stopping them on fourth down. They're kicking a field goal. They make the field goal, but somehow we had a personal foul. Gives them a first down.
Roughing the kicker.
No, it wasn't a roughing the kicker. I don't remember what it was, but it was a stupid personal foul. It gives them a first down, and they're able to run more time off the clock and get a touchdown instead of a field goal.
What bothered me in this game was more so the turnovers. 3 interceptions to 1 touchdown. That's not a ratio you want as a quarterback.
You know what's funny?
And
you know what's funny is like we were leaving like right before that very, very last drive was starting where Tua is about to throw that last interception.
Right.
And, like we're walking out and like I hear some guy tell me, he's like, oh, at least Tua played well. I'm like, yeah, if you call fucking 200 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions playing well. And then right as I'm saying that, he throws that final, like, game-ending interception. And I was like,
game-ending pick.
There you go! He played so fucking well!
So fucking well. 3 interceptions, like, come on.
Oh, my gosh, man. Like, I don't know what to fucking say, bro. Like, we're not going to get it done with Tua Tagovailoa behind center. Unfortunately, that's you dug your grave, Miami Dolphins. You got to live with it. You either got to eat that money and put his ass on the bench or fucking lose more money in the coming future of all these fans that are gonna fucking jump ship on your ass, not go to games. They're already. I'm in the community. I'm seeing all of these fans upset. Stephen Ross. This is a public service announcement for Stephen Ross right now. I am in the community, and these fans are not happy with the performance right now. If you do not bench Tua Tagovailoa, not only are they going to stop buying merchandise, which they already have stopped buying merchandise, they're going to stop going to these games. I may not re-up next year. I've been a season ticket member for 6 years. Next year would be number 7. We need to see change. You need to fire Chris Greer. You need to replace Mike McDaniel. You need to get rid of Darrell Bevel. All of the coaches, everything, clean house. Trade away players. We need to see it happening. There ain't no more hope.
What you got to do, Miami Dolphins?
There ain't no more hope this year. There's no point in us trying to go 7-10 or even 6-11 right now. Sell everybody. Kansas City needs Devon Achane. We can get a first rounder for Devon Achane. Kansas City needs him. Get on the phone with him right now. Baltimore needs Tua Tagovailoa. Get on the phone with him right now. Trade away these players. Get us some picks for next year. That way we can be fighting this guy over here for number 1 pick.
That's mine.
Nah, that's ours.
That's mine, son. Secret tank.
You're gonna win 2 games on accident.
Secret tank. We win in no games. We're gonna have the worst season in the history of football.
So yeah, we had the lead. We had a chance to win this game. We had multiple chances to win this game, but just so Dolphins, we always fuck it up and fail to finish the job, and we lose 29-27.
The quote from last week stands. The Dolphins will find a way to lose this game.
Yep. We're in the lead now, but it doesn't matter.
Just give Herbert the ball. He's got 46 seconds. He'll go down there and score.
It was embarrassing. It was fucking embarrassing. But at least I took my flag. I actually got my flag back. I was throwing it around, but we got it back.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I actually went ahead and made like 8 more.
Nice.
We still got to write on them, but I got 8 more ready to go.
This is what we use during home games. We toss this around.
Because we know we getting penalties.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, that's enough about my crappy Dolphins right now, man. I'll get on... for those of you that want to talk more Dolphins, I'll get on Discord later when I'm doing some laundry and stuff. We'll get on Discord and we'll all cry on each other's shoulders if you want.
All right, so everybody saw this coming, Ravens versus Rams.
Yeah, I mean, that one, no Lamar Jackson. You put 8 in the box. You stop Derrick Henry. You win this game. Like, that's literally the recipe for beating the Ravens right now because their defense is already depleted. So you don't have to worry about scoring. I even believe the Tennessee Titans right now could beat the Ravens. If the Dolphins win against the Ravens right now, we would win. If the Jets win against the Ravens right now, we would win. Like, the Ravens, technically, just because of the Lamar Jackson. Bro, this is why he should be MVP. This is why he should be the MVP.
He literally is the most valuable player on that team.
This is why he should have won the MVP. I mean, but we could say the same thing going over to Buffalo Bills, too, right? You know?
Josh Allen.
You say the same thing. Josh Allen goes down. Their season's over. They're the worst team in the NFL. And same thing with the Ravens. You take Lamar Jackson out of the factor. Doesn't matter if you have King Henry. You crowd the box. You don't let him get any rushing yards. Like, you win this game.
Yeah. It's the same thing that stopped him in Tennessee when he was doing great there.
Yeah, like, they knew they didn't have any quarterbacks over there. So, I mean, it just goes to show you that how valuable these 2 quarterbacks are. Like, the same thing would happen in Buffalo if Josh Allen were to go down. They would be the worst team in the NFL, and like, I guarantee you, like, no matter who the Ravens played right now without Lamar Jackson, I think they would probably lose that game. Good thing they have a bye week this week. But the Rams.
So Matt Stafford underperformed for me with this game. 181 yards and 1 touchdown. I needed him to hit 200. for my parlay. So unfortunately, that didn't pull through for me. But Kieran Williams, 13 carries, 50 yards, and a touchdown. Still was able to produce something on the ground. Blake Corum, 5 for 23. Stafford even had 4 carries of his own for 1 yard.
Yeah, no, I do feel like Matt Stafford and the Rams did definitely underperform for this game, considering like how depleted the defense for the Ravens is as well.
Even Puka Nakua, 2 for 28. Like that's super low for him.
Super low, right? Devontae Adams was the number 1 receiver over there yesterday, but even still, it was a light, modest game for Devontae Adams.
I would even say Tyler Higbee, the tight end, was their number 1 receiver. 4 for 40 yards and 1 touchdown. He got the highest stat line.
Oh, okay. 4 for 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
same amount of target or same amount of receptions as Devontae, but 1 yard more and the touchdown.
Got you. So, I mean, based on that, the Rams, very unimpressive. They should have had a score of at least 30 points against this beat up, non-existent Ravens team. So I'm gonna err on the side of caution when picking them for this next week. I don't know who their opponent is in week 7 yet, but I'll get to that later. Very unimpressive win, but they did get the win. They still leading their division. So we move on to the Cardinals and the Colts.
And this turned into a game.
Right? This did turn into a game, huh? Especially with backup quarterback Jacoby Brisket rolling out there with his fucking brisket hands.
I love it. 2 touchdowns, 320 yards, and 1 interception off of 27 passes, or 44 passes for 27 completions. Good job, man. Like, good job. It wasn't enough to win, but it was fantastic to see.
Yeah, no, the Cardinals almost won this game.
Yeah, it was definitely down to the 4th quarter, I want to say.
Yes, it came down to the 4th quarter. Like the Cardinals were making a run in the 4th quarter, and I think they tied it up at one point, and that's when the Colts kicked the game-winning
It looked
field goal.
like they had the lead going into the 4th quarter, and the Colts were actually clawing their way back in and scored 14 in the 4th quarter compared to the Cardinals 3. So I mean, now that pretty much tells the tale of the tape was all gravy in the first half. Colts leading, and then second half, Cardinals came out and they had a fire underneath them. 14 points to 3, and then they switched it right back around and went 3-14 again. So it was like the Colts just turned it on in the 4th quarter. Daniel Jones, 212 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. I mean, Jonathan Taylor, though, 123 yards and a touchdown. Like, you can't ask for more from a running back.
So let me ask everybody this. Everybody, let me ask you guys. How are you going to feel knowing that after week 6, the Indianapolis Colts are not only going to be the only team on the AFC side with 1 loss, but they're going to be leading the AFC. They are going to be leading the AFC at 5-1. Who would have thought? I don't think I would have thought that.
Yeah, no. And it was another game of tight ends with Tyler Warren, 6 for 63 and a touchdown, being the hot hand and receiving. Michael Pittman held to 2 for 20, but everybody else got to eat. Alec Pierce, 2 for 48. Josh Downs, 6 for 42. Like,
no, the Cardinals definitely knew. The Cardinals definitely knew on defense, knew the recipe to win this game. It's just that the Colts were hungry. They wanted to win this game. Like the Cardinals knew you lock down Michael Pittman Jr., you lock down that deep pass, and you stand a chance of winning this game. And they did that. They did that pretty well. But the Colts, they were just hungrier. They finished the game. that might have
Yeah,
come
they
down.
had him in. Cardinals had him in total yards and passing yards, but the rushing yards, Jonathan Taylor, baby.
Jonathan Taylor, man. Jonathan Taylor, that guy, bro. Jonathan Taylor, that guy. So the Colts squeak away a win there, 31-27, take the lead in the AFC completely. They'll be the only team after week 6 to have a 5-1 record. Yes, I know some of you guys are out there saying, no, the Bills will have a 5-1 record. I'm sorry. They lose tonight to the Falcons coming off of a bye week. Bijan Robinson's going to Jonathan Taylor the shit out of the Buffalo Bills.
I'll take.
So now we have the next game.
Cowboys and the Panthers, baby.
The Cowboys fall apart, and the Panthers are losing their number 1 draft pick. But maybe they don't need a number 1
I don't think they
draft
really
pick.
want it.
Bryce Young's looking okay for them now. Like, he's coming along. He's still a small guy. I don't think he's like the guy of the future, but he's doing just enough right now with their running game and their defense to be able to win these games. He is showing that he's got heart and willing to put himself on the line to win these games, take sacrifices, things like that. Kind of like what you guys have been seeing Drake Maye do over there and Mac Jones do for the 49ers. You know, kind of putting their bodies on the line to try and win this game. I'm trying to find my notes for this game. Hold on. Because, of course, I was at the game, so I didn't actually physically get to watch any 1 o'clock games other than the Dolphins. So
this game was won on the ground. Dak Prescott and the Cowboys were unable to really produce in the rushing game. Javonte Williams got 13 carries for 29 yards, and everybody else got to eat a little bit too. Flurney, 1 carry for 3 yards, and Jaden Blue, 3 carries for 0 yards. And then, of course, Dak Prescott with his 2 carries for -1. But all their attack was through the air. George Pickens, 9 receptions with 168 yards. Like the new CeeDee Lamb in Dallas is Mr. Pickens.
Mr. Pickens.
Until Lamb can come back and have that dual threat again, it looks like Dallas is struggling. But the real hero of this game, in my opinion.
Hold on.
Don't agree with it? That's too bad.
Holding.
Like and subscribe anyways.
Like and subscribe
Just sip my tea.
Alright, you're good now. Like and subscribe
The
anyways.
real hero. The real hero of this game, the Cowboys and the Panthers, was Rico Dowdle.
Bro, that's 2 weeks in a row. That's 2 weeks
a
row. This man butchers defenses. Not like this, and this ain't like a rookie butcher, bro. No, this guy's a professional. He's sitting here butchering with both hands. Perfect cuts on that meat.
30 carries for 183 yards rushing.
No, he had over 200.
Four catches for 56 yards and a touchdown. Scrimmage, yes, over 200. I agree. I don't know what to say about this man. I'm so glad I picked him up, by the way.
But
so
you didn't play him. You didn't play him.
I played him this week.
Did you?
I did.
Okay.
But it didn't matter because of everything else in my failing as a coach. I did not win my fantasy league this week. I didn't play him the first week. First week he sat on my bench and I was like, son of a bitch. But this week I did get him in there. It just wasn't enough.
And what was that coaching failure that you made this week that we need to warn all the fans out there? Make sure you guys don't make this same mistake.
So if you have a player on IR, you have to fix that before you can add players to your team. I dropped both of my defenses Thursday night thinking I'll pick one up, throughout the week, whatever, no big deal. I had T. Tracy in my IR spot on my bench. He played. He scored some points. I was unable to move him from IR to any other slot. I was unable to drop him. And so I was unable to pick up any team or any player for defense or anything because I had that error in my coaching. Because I left an active player on IR, I was unable to add or remove any players for the week. Fixing that today. Well, no, I can't even fix that today. I have to fix that tomorrow.
Yep. And with that being
But
said,
watch out for that.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's why it's very important to always pay attention to your Thursday night game and know at least know who's playing to know if it's going to affect you, because you could be like, oh, I could wait till Friday and change my lineup, and you forgot that you had a guy playing on Thursday night on your team that you actually wanted to switch out, but he played on Thursday night and he only put up 2 points, and now you can't switch him out because it's too late. Pay attention to your Thursday night games and who you have rostered, because they could be playing and they could end up hurting you.
Yep.
And then we have the Patriots.
That's a disclaimer.
Then we have the Patriots and the Saints. It wasn't surprising by no means. I'm kind of the way the Patriots have been playing. Like, I kind of expected them to beat the Saints. The Saints kind of still figuring it out. I'm surprised they honestly still have Alvin Kamara on their team right now. Should be coming off of that guy, trying to build for the future. I put a video out. Don't make me look stupid. No, I don't care. Like, I get what the people were saying in the chat on that video. They're like, oh, he tweeted that he's gonna retire in New Orleans, and it's like, okay, I can understand that. It's like, yeah, maybe he feels that way, but at the same time, like, you don't think this man wants to go win a Super Bowl or something, like, and then come back and retire as a Saint? Like, how many players have done that? Right? Left their shitty team to go win a Super Bowl and then come back to their shitty team to retire when they're like just a scrub anyways. You know what I mean? Alvin Kamara's probably only got 4 seasons left in him max.
So the Patriots pretty much controlled this game. 3 straight touchdowns. They topped off the 3rd touchdown with a 2-point conversion just to fucking piss everyone else off.
Mike Vrabel over there just like playing games with people right now.
He was definitely having fun with this one. Because after the 2-point conversion, they were up 22-16. I can see why now, because 20-16, 4-point game. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much, but let's get 25 points. You know, it's a weird number. Let's do that.
And that made it.
It made it. They're gonna get a field goal later on that makes it to 25.
Okay. So at the time, it was like it made it a field goal.
It was 20-16 after the touchdown. So they put up the 2 points to make it a 6-point game. So either way, they needed a touchdown. So I'm like, I just didn't understand why they did that.
So if it was 20-16,
it was 14-16, and then they scored a touchdown.
Okay, which made it 20, and then they went for the 2-point conversion. You're saying,
and it made it 22.
It was 22-16. So now, okay, so going for the 2 points, you hit that. So if you don't get it, it's a 6-point game. They get a touchdown. They are technically up on you by 1 point, but you're trusting your defense to hold them to field goals. Okay. But by you getting 22 points, that forces, like, even if they get a touchdown, that forces them to also have to convert a 2-point conversion to tie the game.
So to win.
No, it would be to tie, because 16 plus 8 would be 22, right? No, that would be 24.
No, 6. It's plus 6.
Oh.
They scored a touchdown, they're tied. They score the extra point, they win the game by 1.
Yeah.
Had the Saints been able to score that touchdown. That's why I was like, I don't understand why I go for the 2 points. Like, you're up 5, so it doesn't matter. Like, you know, you're up 4.
Yeah, you're right.
So either way, they had to score a touchdown.
Yeah, either way.
He just wanted the offense out there to get those 2 points. He's like, yeah, go out there. we don't even, you know what? Maybe the kicker was hurt or something. They were like, we're gonna let him sit down for a minute. Drake Maye, go get 2 more points out there.
Yeah, because now that we're breaking it down, like I'm doing the math, I'm like, yeah, that doesn't make sense to go
It makes
for the
no sense.
2 points there, other than you're just being cocky and like, yeah.
And that's an okay thing for Pats fans right now. Like they're allowed to be cocky.
Especially now that they're going to be number 1 in the AFC East after this week, because they already beat the Buffalo Bills. So when the Buffalo Bills drop to 4-2, guess who takes the lead in the AFC East? And guess who falls to number 2?
The goddamn Patriots.
Hey, I'll take the Patriots over the Buffalo Bills right now, just to shut Josh
Allen
up.
These Bill Mafia fans have got a lot of balls, and they got a lot of shit to say, and they're so cocky.
I know. Why don't y'all go try winning a Super Bowl before y'all come talking some shit? Just because y'all won a couple AFC East championships, woo! Go win some Super Bowls and then come back and talk to us. Then you can join the rest of the AFC East crowd. So yeah, Patriots win that game. They were kind of playing around. It was a fun game to watch, I'm sure, if you were watching it. If you were a Patriots fan. And then let me open up the next...
You're a Patriots fan.
Let me open up the next slot of games.
The Browns and the Steelers, baby.
Oh, boy. The Browns and the Steelers. So the Steelers...
God damn, I'm going to have to pull this terrible towel down and be a Steelers fan.
The Steelers were actually able to put up more than 20 points on the Browns, which is kind of impressive, to be honest. Browns are the type of team where they definitely hold teams to low scores, make it really muddy, and that's how the first half of this game went. The first half of this game was really low scoring. Second half, Pittsburgh Steelers come out, and that's where they start clicking and start scoring points. Let's see here.
So the very first play of the fourth quarter, you get to see vintage Rodgers to DK Metcalf for the touchdown. And it was a thing of beauty, to be fair. Like, I hate it. I hate it that it was so good. It looked so good. And I'm watching the replay right here, and I'm like, damn, that was a perfect throw, perfect catch, 1 yard into the end zone. Like, damn it. Why couldn't he do that for the Jets, man? Why do we suck?
Because, and it's the same reason why I told you, bro, the Jets were not the organization. See, Mike Tomlin is the perfect type of coach to have a guy like Aaron Rodgers, man. Aaron Rodgers went into the Jets. Aaron Rodgers went into the Jets and started making moves himself. He started running that team, and like, you're a quarterback, bro. You're not a coach. You're not a GM. Like, you don't need to be doing these types of moves. Like, you need to focus on being a quarterback, and that's what he's doing right now. He's focusing on being a quarterback because he already knows Mike Tomlin's not going to play that bullshit. Well, you want to bring in like, Randall
dude, I'm
Cobb?
the coach. Go
Fuck
do what
you.
You're fucking told.
You want to bring in Alan Lazard? Fuck you. Get back there and throw the touchdown to DK Metcalf. That's who I got for you. DK Metcalf. Giannu Smith.
Big guy.
Pat
Get him
Fryer
the fucking ball.
Those are the guys I got for you guys. Not old-ass Alan Lazard. If I wanted another old guy like you, I would just go fucking coach a dang old school, like go to the senior home down the street, and I'd coach over there. Damn.
Tomlin said, we ain't small and fast, motherfucker. We're big and strong.
And physical.
And we're going to win games. And that's exactly what they've been doing. They're 4-1.
Because they had a bye week. Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, 235 yards and 2 touchdowns. To Dylan Gabriel's 221 yards and no touchdowns.
My notes say here that TJ Watt got 2 sacks and a forced fumble. Dylan Gabriel threw 2 interceptions. Is that right?
I'm looking for Watt. I don't see him.
My notes here are very wonky.
I see a whole bunch of rushing going on. Jalen Warren, 11 for 52. Kenneth Gainwell, 6 for 22. Caleb Johnson, 6 for 15. Jonnu Smith, 1 for 10. Aaron Rodgers, 1 for 1 yard. I should have made that bet. He had a fucking parlay bet for 1 yard. It would have got it. And Mason Rudolph, 3 for 0.
Yeah, but you can't trust taking a bet on
Never
Aaron
trust
Rodgers.
Rodgers to rush for a yard. Come
like,
on.
No matter how, like, you just can't do it. No matter how intriguing it may seem, just stay away from it. Even though he hit it this week, and you could have probably doubled your money, but
if he would have kneeled at the end of the game, that yard's gone.
It would have took it away. Yeah, exactly.
That yard is gone. Exactly.
That's why it's like he's not a rushing quarterback. Don't take that 1 yard.
No.
That's like Vegas sitting here like, give me money, give me money, give me money.
It's a sketchy one.
Dominating win from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Definitely looking like a good team to win in the AFC.
And I actually have Jalen Ramsey with 2 sacks.
Yeah, that can't be
as
right.
well as Nick Herbig.
Jalen Ramsey with sacks.
That's what it says here.
That's crazy.
Number 5, Jalen Ramsey, 4 tackles, 2 assists, 2 sacks.
So Mike Tomlin got Jalen Ramsey over there.
Crazy blitz.
Pittsburgh sacking people, huh?
To be fair, I mean, if they move him over to safety and he can play that Troy Polamalu fucking style of football,
they could go and try and win themselves
another
ring. They can go and try and win themselves another ring. It would. Oh man, imagine the storylines behind the Steelers this year. Like if they go to the Super Bowl, not only are they gonna have the most rings again if they win, they'll have the most visits to the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers, like you're definitely going to see Aaron Rodgers in a Steelers uniform again next year if they make it to the Super Bowl. Like you remember that video? You remember that video of the Pat McAfee show? He was like, "Oh, this is my last year." We put a video out about it. We told you we're gonna keep you posted on it. It's looking like he's probably going to be a Steeler again next year, just like how this performance is going. He's probably going to play again next year because they're keeping him clean, bro. He's not taking a lot of hits. The man wants
to go out on top.
He's not taking a lot of hits, so like that's important right there, you know, because he's an old guy. So if he ends up taking a lot of hits, the durability is like he could go out at any moment. So he's not taking a lot of hits over there. He's looking pretty good. He's being able to play in a clean pocket. I can definitely see him wanting to play one more year for the Pittsburgh Steelers as they win over the Cleveland Browns 23-9. And then the next game, obviously, I would say everybody saw this coming, but there is somebody who decided to choose Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans. Can you explain
Somebody
why?
thought that this was going to be their upset game.
But the Raiders win that one 20-10. It's not a very impressive game, to say the least. I mean, the most impressive thing maybe would be the fact that Geno Smith didn't throw an interception, if that's a highlight. You know what I'm saying?
No. I 174 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception.
Oh, yeah. See, I said my notes are wonky from yesterday, so.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We're here to help you out with that.
I'm that guy.
I will fact check if I have to.
I'm that guy that's just responding today.
But Cam Ward also threw an interception, so they evened out.
How did Ashton Genty do?
Mr. Genty on the Raiders, 23 carries, 75 yards and a touchdown, average of 3.3 yards per carry.
3.3 yards per carry. That's not bad, but that's not.
And then
great.
Your boy Raheem Mostert, 5 carries, -4 yards.
Ouch.
Sorry, Mostert.
Ouch.
And then there's Geno, 4 carries, -3 yards. Really, Ashton Genty's the only thing producing on the ground over there.
And he's not producing like he should be.
No.
Based on all the hype coming out from Ashton Genty, hopefully the viewers out there listened and did not draft this guy in the first round. All the hype. We knew this was coming. The team is not there yet. It's not built for a running back to come out and be successful, especially right off the rip in his rookie year. Like, this is not the team.
Josh Jacobs was like, bye.
Yeah, this is not the team that where a running back can come out and just get the job done. I'm sorry. It's just, you don't have the threat from the quarterback, so they don't have to respect the pass at all. Like, they literally can put 8 in the box, worry about the run. And then that's why Geno Smith is having some of these big passes happen, because, like, they're playing against Ashton Genty, and then Geno Smith is just able once in a while to take advantage of a broken coverage and get a big play. It's not that he's great. It's not that he's commanding the offense. He's just seeing an opportunity, an open window, and he's throwing the ball through it. Everybody's preparing for Ashton Genty, so that's what's happening. Because he should have bigger numbers playing against a team like Tennessee Titan. He should have over 100 rushing yards. He probably should have had 2 touchdowns. You know what I mean?
Oh, I agree.
So, and then I think that ended the 1 o'clock slate.
That it did.
And then to start the 4 o'clock slate, ooh boy, we had the MVP playing against the San Francisco 49ers. And
You got to be talking about Baker.
And looking like an MVP he did, bro. I told you guys in the beginning of the season, Baker Mayfield has a lot of games on his schedule to be potential shootouts and get some points, and he's going to be in your top 5 fantasy quarterbacks for the year, and he's definitely proven me right so far as he sits at number 1 over Daniel Jones.
So we were
Josh
watching
Allen.
this game. We were watching this game at my Aunt Kelly's house, sitting around the table, me, my Uncle Spencer, and my girl, and my Aunt Kelly, and we're watching this game, and we're laughing. We're like, I actually got Brantley, little man, involved with how this game was going. I was like, dude, we're rooting for the Buccaneers. And he's like, the pirate ones? And I was like, yes, sir, the pirate ones. And he's like, can I call them the swashbucklers? And I was like,
sure.
yes.
Do
yes,
it.
you can. So the Tampa Bay Swashbucklers won last night against the San Francisco 49ers. Sorry, Niner Miners. You're going to have to take Mac Jones back to the tent.
That's who was.
Purdy will be back next week.
That was who was slinging the rock for them last night, right? Yesterday?
Mac Jones, yeah. Don't get me wrong. The man did good. Mac Jones did well. It wasn't phenomenal, but it was well.
The 49ers did lose somebody very important yesterday. He's going to be out for the season with an ankle injury, Fred Warner. So,
yeah,
there's that.
I do recall seeing that. Mac Jones, 347 yards, 2 interceptions. Not getting it done. No touchdowns.
You said 347 or 247?
347 yards.
So he was still able to sling that rock. And to only score 19 points on 350 passing yards.
Yeah. A lot of that, I want to say, was it Kendrick Bourne, 5 for 142. And then McCaffrey, 7 receptions for 57 yards as a running back. Like, that's a lot of checkdowns.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's a bad thing with Christian McCaffrey. Hopefully some of the rest of the receivers come back healthy here shortly so that they can stop utilizing Christian McCaffrey so much, or they're going to lose him. But they're probably sitting here like, we better use him or lose him type of situation.
Yeah, he had 17 carries for 54 yards, so he did better through the air than he did on the ground. Yeah, but you add it all together, that's 100 yards.
Yeah, this Tampa Bay defense is they're definitely tough up front. They definitely are better against the run than they are the pass for sure. But Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they can, or we'll call them swashbucklers, they can put up points with the best of them. So at times it doesn't really even matter. Like,
Baker with 256 and 2 touchdowns.
Like, and And the Buccaneers are sitting over there all by themselves, lonely at the top, sitting at 5-1 of the NFC. Definitely looking like the best team in the NFL. I mean, I can after we haven't got to the game yet, but like the last night game, Detroit, they were looking like the best team in the NFL. But after last night's performance, I gotta give it to Buccaneers, man. The way that they're playing, the way that they find ways to win games, they come out. Baker Mayfield definitely making a case for MVP conversation. Like if you don't think that he's in the MVP conversation, you're not watching these games. Like
you're not a sports fan. Like
you're not watching these games. You're not seeing like how many times they've been behind in the fourth quarter, and Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers have came and rattled off a win and just dominating fashion. Just like, oh, we were waiting for this moment. Here's a pass to this guy. Here's a pass to that guy. Hey, Mika Buka, get your touchdown. There you go. You know, like nice, fucking nice.
Although, ironically, Egbuka didn't really show up last night.
He did
2 for 24.
He didn't even
get a touchdown. But the rookie Cameron Johnson, 4 for 64 and a touchdown in that third, fourth quarter. Like he became the all-star of the final of that game, and Baker Mayfield was taking advantage and showing him off. Like,
but I don't think
good job.
I don't think the 49ers have anything to worry about right now. I mean, they just fall to 4-2. It's not the end of the world. They're winning games even with people being out, using their backup quarterback. Like they don't have to panic. They just played a better team this week. If you're a 49ers fan, I wouldn't look at this game too much and be like, "Oh, our season's over now." No, you're still leading your division. You're still at the top of the NFC. So, it was just you played a team that's more hungry, man. That's all that is.
Yeah, a little under half on third down efficiency. They had 2 less first downs than the Bucs, and they went 0 for 2 on fourth down, but that was the end of the game.
Yeah. So, Buccaneers win that 30-19. And then the next game on the docket, Packers and Bengals. Obviously, the Packers win that game with a Joe Flacco-led Cincinnati Bengal team. Did Jamar Chase do any better yesterday?
He did get a touchdown there at the end of the game. I want to say in garbage time, but I think they still had a chance actually when he scored because it was 21. No, it was 20. Had to have been. What? Let me see. Scroll down. Yeah, it was 24-18. And Joe Flacco steps back, puts up a 2-point conversion with Chase Brown after the touchdown from Jamar Chase. So they were fighting to get back in, but the field goal sealed the deal for the Patriots, putting them up 27-18 with 1 minute and 52 seconds left. Oop, wrong button.
I mean, all in all, the Packers were coming off a bye week. They're playing a bad defense in the Bengals. A horrible defense in the Bengals, for one.
Yeah.
They probably have, like, they're in the bottom 5. Like, again, the same thing I said about that other game earlier. Like, they should have done better. The Packers should have done better. Their defense, playing against a Burrow-less, Joe Flacco-led Bengals team, should have done better.
Who went 45 times throwing it through the air for 29 catches, 219 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Mr. Flacco. 1 to, like I said, Jamar Chase, who caught 10 receptions on 94 yards with that 1 touchdown. And then they spread the ball around pretty decently after that. T. Higgins with 5, Noah Fant with 4, and then the rest underneath.
How did the run game go?
The rushing game is where I think this game was lost. 9 carries for 42 yards for Chase Brown, 6 carries for 16 for Perrin, and Jamar Chase had 1 carry for -3. Then you switch over to the Packers side of the ball on that. Josh Jacobs, 18 carries for 93 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, 259 and 1 touchdown and 1 interception from Jordan Love. He played his part. They won this game.
So basically what I'm hearing from that is like this was a run-centric game script from the Packers anyways.
Yeah, Jordan Love only dropped back 26 times and threw the ball and made 19 completions. So it's like they weren't really pushing the ball as far as yards. Matthew Golden, 3 receptions for 86 yards. And Josh Jacobs and Romeo Doubs tied for 5 receptions each.
All right, before we run on to the next group of games, I'm going to hit us for a quick break because I need to go use the bathroom, and I'm also going to step outside and do what you're doing. I'm going to put a video up. I'm going to put a video up for you guys to watch, so enjoy. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Pause the audio.
Pass to the left from Tua, about a 4-yard pass, and then he gets about another 16 yards. Yak to add to it. First down, Miami Dolphins. Let's effing go. Yeah. I had to kick Cat in the Hat out. He was fucking boring. I was watching him in the background. He didn't know it, but he was fucking boring. I had to kick him out. Tua under center. Let's fucking go. Mostert with the ball. Ooh, he juggles. He goes to the right. He's rushing. He's got a hole. Oh, he fumbled the ball. Oh, and Buffalo gets the fucking ball back. This is why you gotta trade Raheem Mostert. I'm fucking telling you. Yeah, I'm fucking telling you to trade that motherfucker.
I saw one upset,
What's up, man?
and then
I hope his knee was down. I don't know if his knee was down before that ball came out. Oh my gosh, that's a clear fucking fumble. No way. Oh my god. Mostert. No. No.
Anyways, draft's coming up. A lot of teams need QBs, and you need a job, you bum. Got any teams you hope don't take a QB?
Nope. You know, Matt, I have actually not put much thought into that. I have a lot going on right now, and it's just not, I'm not thinking about it. Not at all.
So maybe the Saints?
We're in the house, and the only reason I got this one, probably a field goal like the rest of the Patriots games have been, but the Jets are going to definitely get a win. And then we start the 1 o'clock slate. They won with Malik Willis, and they did it by running the ball. Tennessee over the Titans. And then we got the Bears and the Colts.
Got any teams
The ball, so we kind of went run eccentric over there.
Matt,
And
I have
Chargers,
actually
and then the
not
Dolphins
much
going
thought
to
into
Seahawks.
that. I have a lot
I
going
got a lot
on.
of questions. We're not let Loud score in the second
It's
half.
just not.
We're
Not
gonna
about
fix
it.
this
Not at all.
season. Anyway, so the Panthers and the Raiders.
So maybe
This
the
is-
Saints?
Well, not a hard one to call. I don't know. I may have to switch next year, I'm telling you, man. I can't go through the pain and suffering like this. This is rough. This is a rough fucking year. Yes, it was indeed.
Anyways, yeah, so Cat and Hat here. Goel over there. We gonna break down Wild Card Weekend for you. We got a lot of games coming this
Goel in
weekend.
the
It's gonna be
house.
super exciting. We got some upsets for you.
God, I gotta show up and bring the fun, guys. You know this guy, Cat in the Hat, he boring. Boring.
Can you just be serious for once, Goel? I mean, we have some great games to talk about. Just for once. Just let's be serious. Let's talk about some football. Can we do that?
Stout couple of games that they've been playing, but this is going to decide, right now who's going to be second place in the division. So I'm going Jets all the way. Jets, Jets for the win. We're taking it. With the Browns, the Giants have just been a loser fest, and they're going to continue. 0 wins, 3 losses. Moving on out of potential with Tua in questionable consideration. Even if they throw in a backup quarterback, they still got a lot of options for him to throw the ball to. They're not going to be as in sync as they were the last couple of weeks, and that's why I'm going with Seahawks over the Dolphins for you.
Now, there's a lot of homework that goes into this. We don't just look at stats and look at numbers. No, we take a lot of factors into consideration when picking these running backs for your fantasy. T. Tracy Jr. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, like, what, Cat? Are you seeing his first year ruling the backfield in Miami? He's going to be the number. My next running back on this list at number 3 is B. But, you know, he's going to get the touchdowns. He's going to get the receptions. Trust me, if you get the chance to get him, you're number 1. None other than the king. That's right. Adam Sandler put this guy on a mission this year. This guy is going to literally put the Baltimore Ravens on the first guy. He gets past the first guy. It's probably going to turn into a touchdown. So he's 6 once we realize how he comes back off of his injury. He hasn't really had a full year. At your own risk. It could pay off, but
Sunday at 3 p.m., we're going to have the high-flying Eagles putting their defense to the test against the Los Angeles Rams, are pretty high scoring, led by Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, and they're on a mission right now. They're trying to win another Super Bowl so Matthew Stafford can punch his ticket to the Hall of Fame, because without another Super Bowl, he might not make it there. But them Eagles this year, ooh, with Saquon Barkley, I don't know why he's not in the MVP conversations with over 2,000 rushing yards on the season. Don't forget that little backwards hurdle he did back in week 8. Oh, it was amazing. So let's go. It's going to be a good one. Good battle between these two teams on the NFC side. Who's going to go to the NFC Championship? Fly, Eagles, fly!
It's going to be in Orchard Park, and it's going to be chilly. Forecast says it's going to be 12 degrees with a wind chill of -2. Derrick Henry pushing close to 2,000 yards. Lamar Jackson. That makes the team have over.
What's up, guys? Today we're going to give you our Week 12 picks.
Yeah, you heard him. Week 12 is in the house at the Dolphins.
Patriots.
You know who I'm going for. I think we need to find a new home for this guy. He's in the wrong house.
No.
Let's go, Dolphins.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed some of those year 1 highlights from the AFC Eastie Boys. It was definitely a fun year 1. How was your year 1 for the AFC Eastie Boys?
I've had a great time.
I
hope that everyone else has too.
For sure. Definitely have had a great time. We've had a lot of growth so far since year 1, for sure. It was a little slow at first, but then the off season really kicked off. You guys been showing some love. Keep showing that love. We definitely still got that giveaway going on. One of you lucky viewers can win yourself a Mike Gesicki signed 9x16 photo from his rookie year when he's wearing the number 86 and he's hurdling over a dude, just looking epic like Mike Gesicki used to when he was a Dolphin. Not so much anymore as a Bengal, but now as a Dolphin he is. And how do you do that? Easy. Obviously be subscribed. It's the first step. Then you like the videos, like all the videos, comment on all the videos. We're keeping track of all the comments. And then last but not least, share with your friends, your family, your coworkers, people you hate. You're some guy you're yelling at on the side of the road. Go follow the AFC Eastie Boys. That's what you tell them instead of yelling. It's much better interaction than yelling at somebody.
Yeah, and the confusion will calm him right down.
Yeah, for real. Right? What the heck? And then
Who are they? Who are the AFC Eastie Boys?
And then you can start talking about football. And football solves all problems. Trust me. Football solves all problems. Unless the team sucks and you're talking shit about their team, then it could cause more problems. So be careful. Be careful. So
the final game that we have finished is the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions last night.
Hold on, I'm pulling the thing up. There we go. Yes, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions last night. Now, this game is very disappointing from a Detroit Lions perspective. Coming into this game, they had definitely been looking like the most dominant team in the NFL. Like, completely dominant. The way that they're playing, it looks like they're out there having fun playing. It still did look like they were doing that last night. It's just Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid definitely designed a game plan to beat the Detroit Lions. Although there was a weird play in the beginning. It was a trick play from the Detroit Lions where Jared Goff was originally lined up under center, and then he rolls out to the left, and it's a design play for David Montgomery to get the snap, and he passes the ball to Jared Goff, who gets the touchdown. They call it a touchdown, and then again, same thing that kind of happened with the Miami Dolphins, where they were like looking for something to call. Same thing happens. Like everybody's just kind of standing around for a minute. Referees are like talking with each other, and then all of a sudden, like they take the touchdown away and say that it was illegal motion. And like no one can really give a definite answer on why it wasn't a touchdown. Like they pretty much made something up on the fly to take the touchdown away, basically. Like even the announcers were like asking the referee guy, they're like, oh, so why did this touchdown not count? And like the dude himself could barely even like come up with an explanation for it. He's sitting there, you could tell that he's like trying to find words to say to like make this to where it's not a touchdown. But like, come on, man, this was like, to me it seemed like they took that touchdown away because they weren't supposed to get that touchdown. Like it was
the
very,
script didn't say
it was very fishy.
score.
Because that would have completely changed the way the game was played. Because that would have put the Lions up at that point. That would have put the Lions up over the Chiefs by 10 points instead of it being the other way around, which would have totally changed how the game was played.
It even confused the stat guy because he's sitting here with David Montgomery under passing with 0 for 0, 0, 0, 0.
Yeah,
and I'm like, he's not the quarterback.
Right, but he was supposed to have had a passing touchdown right there. That should have been from David Montgomery to Jared Goff, but they figured out a way to make it not count. The Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes go out there. They win the game. They play an impressive game, managing the clock. Just kind of defense showed up when it needed to, stopping the run, stopping the pass. Trent McDuffie covering Amon-Ra St. Brown all game was definitely doing his job, and he was able to hold it down. And they came away with a win, man. I thought the Detroit Lions were going to win that. That's one that I got wrong. Although I did do pretty well this week. I only got 3 wrong. We still got 2 games tonight to go, though.
Dang, and I thought this was a week I was going to make a comeback, but it looks like we're tied so far. I also only have 3 wrong.
But you got the Bills. I got the Falcons.
Yes. And then I got the Commanders, and I'm sure you do too.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so it's that Bills Falcons game is going to be what determines it. But you're asking what games did I get wrong? All right, so going back through it, I got the Giants game wrong.
All right, same game.
I got the Jaguars game wrong.
Same game.
I got the
Lions and Chiefs
game wrong. And then,
same game.
Yeah, that was the only
one. Our
picks
are exactly the same.
Those are the only ones.
All the way down the line, except for this one Falcons-Bills game.
Oh, no. I got the Cowboys. You went Panthers. I went Cowboys. So you actually are up on me right now.
You have 4 wrong.
Yeah. You went Panthers. I went Cowboys. But everything
I was going to say, I'm like, bro, did we have the exact same picks except for one game?
No, except for 2
But no,
games.
it was except for 2 games.
Yeah, except for 2 games. So the game tonight, you can either go up on me big time by 2 games, or we tie this week. So that Bills Falcons game is going to be what matters. Which I'd
rather tie with you.
Yes, because then what does that mean? If the Falcons win
The
tonight,
Bills
what does that
lose.
mean? That means the Bills fall
I mean,
to
the Bills
second
lose.
place in the AFC East, ladies and gentlemen. If the Falcons win tonight, the Bills will fall to second place in the AFC East. You're like, how would they fall to second place? You know why? Because last week I also told you that the Patriots were going to whoop up on them, and they did. So that would put the Patriots
So if the Bills
above
lose,
the Bills.
If the Bills lose, I'll go out and buy something for the Patriots because they'll be at the top of the AFC East. I'll do it.
He'll do it. He'll go today and find something. Oh, it'll have to be tomorrow,
No.
actually.
Yeah, not today.
It would have to be tomorrow.
Because I'm not going to buy it if they win.
Yeah, see, my notes are all messed up. Patrick Mahomes no-look pass to Rashee Rice for a 30-yard touchdown in the second quarter. Rashee Rice
Yeah,
is
no, that
still
didn't happen.
He's still suspended.
We did have Patrick Mahomes get 257 yards with 3 touchdowns, plus a rushing touchdown of his own.
1 to Xavier Worthy, 2 to Hollywood Brown.
Kelsey with 6 receptions with 78 yards, the highest receiver.
All right, so AI actually predicted the games for me tonight instead of giving me like something to talk about. So let's see what AI predicted for tonight's 2 games. I'm gonna read it off to you guys.
Makes me nervous.
Makes you nervous. So the final score predicted by AI is Buffalo Bills 27, Atlanta Falcons 24. This was a hard-fought game where the Bills' explosive offense was tested by the Falcons' stout defense. Josh Allen ultimately made enough big plays, including a crucial late-game drive, to secure a narrow victory. Josh Allen throws for 25 of 40, so 25 completions on 40 attempts. So if somebody wants to take notes on this and start throwing a parlay together, we'll see if AI actually predicts us some winning money. All right, so he throws 40 times, he gets 25 completions. He throws for 315 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and he has 50 rushing yards. Bijan Robinson, they say Bijan Robinson runs for 100 yards and a touchdown. The Falcons get 3 sacks. Stephon Diggs doesn't play for either team anymore, but he's going to get 7 receptions, 110 yards, and a touchdown.
Wait a minute.
That's why I told you, bro. This AI is, you got to always fact check your AI because AI is not always
Stephon
correct.
Diggs is going to get 100 yards for the Buffalo Bills tonight after beating them last week with the New England Patriots. I bet. I'm going to write that one down.
All right.
I think that's going to kill the parlay, though.
That'll definitely kill the parlay. I don't even think that'll be an option for the parlay. They say Josh Allen has a 40-yard scramble on 3rd and 15 in the fourth quarter, setting up a game-tying touchdown. All right, so that has to happen.
Damn. So he had 10 rushing yards before that 40-yard scramble.
I know, right? Bills kicker Tyler Bass' 35-yard game-winning field goal with 8 seconds left after a 2-minute drill. And that's all the info AI gave me for the Buffalo game. So now we got the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. Here's what they're going to say. Here's what they say on that. So
Let's see it.
The final score is 24-20 Washington Commanders. Says the Commanders leaned heavily on their formidable running attack, which sounds about right. Jay Krosky, Merritt, and McNichols. Controlling the clock and wearing down the Bears' defense. Caleb Williams and the Bears' offense showed flashes but couldn't overcome key turnovers in a tough road environment. Bijan Robinson Jr. is not on the team anymore, but he ran for 120 yards and a touchdown.
Good job.
Antonio Gibson, who is also not on the team anymore, runs for 60 yards and a touchdown. So we're going to say that that's McCroskey Merritt and Jeremy McNichols.
All right.
AI needs to get it together. Caleb Williams He throws the ball 30 times for 20 completions, 230 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions, and 30 rushing yards.
Sounds like Caleb Williams.
Commanders have a total of 195 rushing yards. Bijan Robinson Jr.'s 25-yard touchdown run in the third quarter, breaking multiple tackles and extending Washington's lead. Oh, man. So that's what AI has for tonight's games for you guys. Definitely. This is just proof that you guys need to make sure that you don't rely heavily on AI right now, because it still can't get it together. You need to fact check your AI. This is why I don't typically use AI for things like this. Don't get me wrong, AI is great. You got to know how to use it, though. You don't just like plug in something and then just take what they feed you word for word. You actually got to go back through, read it, make some corrections, kind of reword it for yourself. Don't rely on AI, because the more that we rely on AI, the less self-efficient society is going to become. We're going to get comfortable to the point where you start letting AI make your decisions, start thinking for you, and we're going to become a bunch of mindless idiots, like in the movie WALL-E, where we're just like sitting in a chair and we all weigh 600 pounds up in the sky somewhere, not making our own decisions. Be careful.
That don't sound half bad.
Be careful. Be careful with AI and how you utilize it. Don't just rely on it for everything. Like, I know people that literally will wake up in the morning and ask AI to give them a whole plan for their day. AI will tell them what to make for breakfast, how to make it for breakfast. Like, don't forget to brush your teeth. Like, wash your face. Like, that's what we need to stay away from. We need to stay away from that with AI, because it's not a good look for the future. So, pretty exciting week 6 of NFL. Most of the games kind of went how most of us expected it. Not a whole lot of difference. Obviously, the Thursday night game, nobody was probably expecting that one. The Dallas Panthers game, it was probably 50-50. I wouldn't say that was an upset, because both teams are kind of fairly good but kind of fairly suck at the same time. They both have their strengths and their weaknesses. So the Chiefs and the Lions, like, I wouldn't call that an upset either, because, I mean, the Chiefs are the Chiefs, and they're the Chiefs for a reason. We could call it an upset just based on, like, how well that Detroit was playing and how badly the Chiefs have been playing. But at the end of the day, again, it's the Chiefs, and, like, they can turn it on at any moment. And this was probably one of those games where they're like, this is a game we can't lose. Like, we can lose some of the other games, although last week against Jacksonville was a game that they can't afford to lose. That was a game that they couldn't afford to lose, but that was also a game that Jacksonville probably had circled on their calendar as, like, this is a must-win for us. This is like our Super Bowl. We win this game, we could probably fight for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
What other games could have been upsets? No, I don't think there were any other games that were upsets. I mean, the Seahawks and the Jaguars were both, like, similar, so I wouldn't call that an upset. Yeah, no.
Any games you're excited for next week?
Honestly, I haven't looked through it yet. I have not.
I just took a peek, and I've got at least 2.
At least 2?
At least 2.
Okay, what are you excited for?
I'm excited for the Buccaneers versus the Lions.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a fucking good one. That might be the game of the week right there.
Sunday night game.
Another Sunday night game of the week game. Ooh, we got to stream that one together.
That one's going to be fun to watch.
We got to stream.
I'm down to do that. Like, I get off together at 5. I don't think there's anything that I have going on next Sunday. Drop in the comments if you want to join.
Cancel your plans. Cancel your plans. And actually, we'll do this on Discord too. So if anybody else wants to join us next Sunday night to have a
hop on in,
have a Buccaneers Lions watch party, I'm down for it. Join us.
I'll even dress up like a pirate.
Yes. This is going to be a tough game to call. I don't want to call this game yet. I was going to be like, hey, let me run through my Week 7 picks, but I need to do some research on this game first because, like, I could see this game going either way, and this game is going to be, like, for number 1 seed in the division or in the conference.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. That one's going to be exciting.
Game for sure. For sure. Some other games that I would be excited to watch. I mean, the Broncos and the Giants are probably going to be a good game now that the Giants are playing the way they're playing. Colts and the Chargers could be a good game.
Colts and the Chargers. That was my game too that I want to watch.
Let's see here, and then. Possibly the Vikings and the Eagles will be another one. The Rams and the Jaguars are going to be another good one to watch. So there's quite a few good games to watch. The Rams and the Jaguars are another overseas game, so that's going to be your early game on Sunday. So I'll get to watch it. I'll have to make a bet on that game in Hard Rock Bet so that I can watch it. I don't know if you know that or not, but you can watch the games on Hard Rock Bet.
Absolutely. That's how I keep up to date. And if not, a couple seconds ahead.
But other than that, I don't see any good games. Like the Texans and the Seahawks on next Monday night could turn out to be a good game. But it's a 10 o'clock game. Starts at 10 o'clock next Monday.
Oh.
That Buccaneers-Lions game's on Monday night. We're not going to be able to watch it.
What's that?
That Buccaneers-Lions game, it's on a Monday.
Oh, you're right. I thought it was Sunday night. That's Falcons and Niners.
It's on a Monday night, so we'll have to figure out how to make that work. Because it's going to be on ESPN. I don't think I have ESPN.
I don't either. I normally watch it off of the Hard Rock app.
I mean, might be how we have to watch it. Throw some bets together for that game and turn it on.
Throw one nice little parlay together with both sides of the ball, because we want the defenses to suck, but the offenses to play good.
Cowboys Commanders is going to be an intriguing game because it has the potential to turn out to be a high scoring game, and it also is playoff implications as well for both teams.
Juicy. I like the way it sounds.
Juicy. And then, yeah, there's not any other really games that are intriguing. Like, of course, we got the Dolphins and the Browns. I'll be watching it. I'll probably be streaming it. I'll make it as exciting as possible, no matter how bad we suck, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you tune in, because even though we suck...
We'll see if you can put up more than 20 points on the Browns.
You're going to need somebody to keep your hope alive and keep you excited all game long. I'm that guy. Goel's that guy. Make sure you tune in for that game for sure. Thursday night, I'm probably going to be busy Thursday night, so I might not be able to stream that game, the Steelers-Bengals. But I probably will stream the Sunday night game, Falcons 49ers, just because I want to make sure I watch that game, because I haven't got to watch the Falcons actually play this year. So I want to see them in action for myself, especially against a tough 49ers defense. Although they did lose Fred Warner, so it might not be as tough. I'm gonna go ahead and say the Falcons win that game as well. Do you want to try and do your picks now, or you want to wait? You want to try and do them in a short or a video later on this week?
We'll probably do them in a short Thursday morning. Get it posted up right before game day.
Okay. Okay. I don't think anyone important got injured this week other than Fred Warner. It's been actually a pretty good week as far as injuries go. Don't forget, as I point at it, DCC, Dolphins Cancer Challenge. Even though the Dolphins are doing shitty, we're still raising money for cancer. We have a 5K coming up in February. AFC Eastie Boys goal of $2,500 is not out of reach. It's not out of reach. We still got plenty of time to hit that $2,500 goal. Y'all still have plenty of time to make me run miles on miles on miles on miles on miles on miles every day.
Get this man running, bro. He's going to sweat.
All the way up until the 5K. Like I said, for every $500 that the AFC Eastie Boys can raise for cancer research in the DCC, I will run a mile per 500 every day up until the 5K. So make sure y'all hit that link. If you can't hit that QR code, go ahead. The link is on our page. You can find it on our profile page. Just hit that link. Go make a donation. Any donation is great. Big, small, it doesn't matter. It's all 100% tax deductible. 100% of it goes to cancer research, which of course most of us already know. Cancer is nothing to play around with. The more of us that can get together and try and stop it, hopefully one day we can have a cancer-free world and save a lot of lives. People don't have to lose loved ones to a stupid parasite that eats them away. Cancer research, man. Go hit that link. Go make a donation. Make a difference. It takes a community to make a difference. Appreciate you. Thank you. Anyways. Charlie's Choice Collectibles. Tell them all about it.
Yeah, Charlie's Choice Collectibles is the last week of our accepting all offers sale. So hop on over there and grab something. The link will be in the description and the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe the AFC Eastie Boys to follow along for more videos. And who knows? Maybe you'll get something signed by us. It could happen.
I don't think we're that famous yet, but we'll give an autograph. Could be worth something in 10 years. Hopefully, right? That's the goal. Anyways.
That's the thing about selling stuff. To the right person, it's priceless.
Priceless. Tomorrow night, I do plan on being live for your weekly fantasy tune-up. Go over all the fantasy moves that you should be making, your starts, your sits, your sleepers. Be answering any questions fans may have, anyone out there may have about their rosters, whether they should be trades, who they should be picking up off the waiver wire. Should you play this player over that player? Trust me, the more interactive you guys get with us, the more interactive we could be, the more fun we can be, instead of just being boring guys up here talking about our news and our scripts that we wrote down. We love interaction. So the more you interact with us, the more what's that word? What's that word when you go off script? I'm looking for it.
Improvisation.
Improv. There you go. The more improv you get to see from the AFC Eastie Boys. Oh yeah, love the hat.
Shit like this.
You kind of look.
We're
like,
a Giants fan now.
You kind
of New York.
You kind of look like Cam Scatterbo.
That's how that man runs. Jesus.
Kyle Brandt going to be giving him a scepter today for sure. Typically we would give you our next week picks, but it's too early, man. We need Monday night games done. And we need a day or two to be able to like read through everything and prepare for the next week. So that's why we're waiting. We're not going to give it to you on Endzone to Endzone anymore. We're going to go through and put out shorts. So you got to make sure you smash that like and subscribe. You turn them notification bells on so you know when the week picks are dropping. Because
like and subscribe. That's all I can say. Follow for more.
Follow for more. Anything else you got for the fans? Any other news or updates?
No, I think that's about it. I think that about wraps it up for us here at the AFC Eastie Boys headquarters.
Have you pretty much given up on going to a Jets game this year?
Yeah.
Kind of figured.
Yeah,
not a good year.
and the rebuild begins again.
You should just save the money that you were going to use for this year, and like you can put it towards next year, and you can buy yourself nicer tickets. Get
Or
closer,
nicer trinkets.
get closer to the field.
Fingers crossed. You know, we're shooting for #1 draft pick. The secret tank.
The secret tank. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's a hot take for you guys. These Jets are secretly tanking. And why do we say secretly tanking? Because it doesn't look like they're trying to lose these games. It looks like they're trying to win these games. They're just losing in stylish fashion. So they're secretly tanking. Although this Broncos game, this past game, that was not losing in stylish fashion. That was just straight up.
That was just losing.
That was just straight up losing, yeah.
That was go defense.
That was, I mean, your defense is doing great, man. Like, your defense isn't doing bad.
Who knows? Who knows who's going to show up on the field when the Jets take the field? Nobody knows.
Nobody.
Nobody knows.
Who can play it like me? Nobody. Who can show up with me? Nobody. Anyways, it's been the AFC Eastie Boys. It's been a wonderful show of Endzone to Endzone. We will catch you later this week. Make sure y'all smash that like and subscribe and turn on the notification bells because you don't want to miss any bangers that we be dropping. We be dropping the heat, and you got to make sure you watch them all too because you never know which video or short we drop that has that nice little golden nugget in there to help you out, whether it be a parlay bet or a fantasy move. We're constantly dropping little nuggets for you, so you got to pay attention to everything. You see that AFC?
And don't be afraid to clip it.
Clip. That's right. You can clip and you can share. That helps you win that Gasecki photo. Peace out.